story of Egbin power plant is a good reference in how much turnaround the privatization of public utilities could bring to their capacity development. But even at that, there are still a number of challenges seeking attention. The Egbin power plant, which was generating less than 400 megawatts before takeover by the Sahara Energy Group, now generates more than 800 megawatts of electricity. But the investor insists the biggest power plant in sub-Saharan Africa can generate more megawatts of electricity if all impediments are addressed as soon as possible. One of those constraints, according to the group managing director of the Sahara Energy Group, which manages the Egbin power plant, Mr. Oba Adeoye, is the settling of a debt of 388 billion naira owed Egbin Power PLC by the Nigerian Bulk Electricity Trading PLC, NBET. He said from 2020 till date, the power plant, which has now been digitized for optimum output, has not been able to utilize 175 megawatts of electricity, while adding that between January 2021 and now, the company has lost 13.68 billion naira to many other challenges, including the constraints of gas supply.
This plant needs to be nurtured and maintained. If you don't give this plant gas, there won't be electricity. Gas is not within our control. Constraint number one. Our availability is limited to the quantum of gas, regularity of gas that we receive. The more irregular the gas supply, the less likely there will be electricity, because that's the only blood that this plant requires. Sadly, another participant in electricity value chain is the Transmission Company of Nigeria. If they don't evacuate, the power we generate cannot go anywhere. We had a meeting, Association of Power Generation Companies in Nigeria, all the owners were there, and the concern that was expressed was this money that is being owed, when are we going to get paid? The longer it takes us to be paid, the more detrimental to the health and well-being of this machine, and most importantly, to our staff.
Chairman of the Senate Committee on Privatization and Commercialization applauded the Sahara Energy Group for the turnaround of the Egbin power plant. Senator Oji said the committee was impressed with it and assured the investor that the government will not rest in its effort to support the Sahara Energy Group to do more in the area of power generation. Senator Oji, who was accompanied by other members of the committee, including the deputy chairman of the committee, Senator Adelere Oriolowo, and Senator Issa Jubril, agreed that there are grey areas in the privatization program, but promised that all will be addressed in due time.
Before privatization, we know the number of megawatts you are producing. And after privatization, we know also what we are producing. And now, despite all the constraints, despite COVID, despite all, you have tried your best to show that all of you are patriotic. I want to thank you for that. I want to encourage you. With encouragement, you will still do more. And also, not for sightseeing, it's for us to interact with all of you. You have been privatized. You're virtually on your own. It's to interact with you, to know your constraints. We are government, because you cannot do everything. Government will also come in. We are government and come in and help you.
The Egbin Power PLC, commissioned on the 13th of May 1985, is the largest power generating station in sub-Saharan Africa, with an installed capacity of 1,320 megawatts, consisting of 6 units of 220 megawatts each. The Nigerian government handed over the Thermal power plant to Sahara Power Group in 2013 under the government privatization program. Oba Adeoye, Arise News, Lagos.